Hello everyone, welcome back to another live stream. We're gonna do some more battles today, and I hope you're all excited for some more action. And so I'm gonna be putting up a code in the chat here in just a second, and then you guys can have a chance to battle. And then the fun thing about these live streams is that you can have a good chance to find other people to battle as well. And so the code that I put up is both a code that you can use for having a chance to battle me live here on YouTube, but also to try to find like-minded people. And so if that is interesting to you, then hop on along and we can have a good time. Let me see. Hey Kirano, welcome to the live stream. Let's see if you'll be the first one out tonight. Oh, sorry. Here we go. All right, I am ready. I did a few minor changes to my team before the live stream started, and I look forward to see if it works better today. Okay, so the first battle of today will be by using the following code. That may be old news to most of you. There we go. All right. We are ready. I'm curious if people are just watching Legends Arceus live streams today or what, but I, for one, am still having a lot of fun with Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, and so that's what's up in these corners of the world. Or maybe just this corner, who knows. Taylor's Toxic, oh hi, time for some real Pokemon gameplay. Yeah, you're right about that. It was a miserable time in that other live stream. Not because of the streamer, but just that the game is... Hey, Greaseball. Let's go. Greaseball in the first one. That's a good day. So maybe I have a chance to redeem myself today. One thing that I was thinking about was to... Yeah, good luck and have fun. Hope you enjoy it. One thing that I was considering was to change out the... Slowking for the Latios. Okay, so now we have the team set up here on the side. Okay, I need to decide, and quickly. Wait, I messed up. Oh, okay, well then I'm just gonna do this. Let's just rematch then. I wish there was like a button for just selecting the last Pokemon that you have on your team. So you can choose the first Pokemon and then just select the rest. Gonna forfeit and reset if that's okay. Yeah, I know there's a little bit of a delay here, but yeah, if you have a problem like that when you select your team, it's just put it in the chat just like Greaseball did here, because it's very easy to just go for another battle, particularly now that we have these rooms, but even more so just because the setup says like you can battle again. Taylor's Toxic says, why don't mons like Latios, Heatran count as legendaries? I mean, it's a good question. The category is restricted legendaries, and the difference there is it is a little murky because you have Pokemon such as Garchomp and Tyranitar that are pseudo legendaries, and then you have Pokemon like Zapdos and Moltres that are legendaries. But then when you look at the stats, Garchomp has more stats than Zapdos. The base stat total of Zapdos is 580, while Garchomp is 600. And most restricted legendaries have a base stat total that is above 600. So for example, if we look up, let's see here, Serbi, Dialga. If I'm not mistaken, it has like 650 or 680. Let's look up Dialga. 680. What is another restricted legendary that we can look at while we wait? Is your Slowking physically offensive? I will not let you know. That is secret. Top secret. Yeah, what are other restricted Pokemon here? If we look at the rules. But also, I want to just stress, these are not my rules. It's literally just how Pokemon has been forever. Like, if you go in the Battle Tower, this works as well. It's the same thing. Okay, Mewtwo. Let's just go through the whole list, shall we? Oh no, I am running out of time. We can do this in between battles, but yeah. Base stat total is part of it. And then typically the thing with legendaries is that even Zapdos has a great move pool. And that I feel is a common thing with legendaries, that they have a, yeah, just a great move pool. Fortress, you know what? I have been thinking a lot about Fortress recently, and I've just been waiting for someone to bring it. And here it is. Let's see. LOL, it probably is, but I respect your privacy. Oh, it's got nothing to do with privacy. It's got all to do with competitive. You can probably figure it out if you just take a look. So let's see. I really want to do something here now. I felt tempted to open Heatran. I'm going to do Slowking. I learned something in that case. I always wondered why Mewtwo was banned, but Latios wasn't. Yeah, the base stat total sure is one of it. But the move pool is another. Hey Rommel, on my way home to catch the stream. Yeah, I know I started half an hour earlier than what the usual time was. And then another 15 based on what it's been the past 2 weeks. So yeah, I just figured I am full of my belly. And it's earlier in the night. And so I'll have a lot more energy and just overall have a better live stream. So I think it was the right choice. I feel like that's something that I don't really mention, but it's also not really relevant because I can't really do much about it. But I'm kind of a morning person, and having the live streams being the last thing I do in the day, not always optimal. Dwight says, I'm new, so I go to global and then enter code. Yes, that is correct. And thank you for letting me know. I can show you specifically what I'll need you to do in just the next battle. So yeah, just stay tuned. You can also consider just looking up the how to trade video that I made. It's the exact same setup, except you click battle in the union room instead of trade. But yeah, let's just go through all the restricted legendaries, because that is an official like category if I'm not mistaken. So we have here, we have Mewtwo, 680. I think it's just all the restricted legendaries have the 680 as their base stat total. I'm not staying in on that. That's a no-go. But let's see here. I'm not going to switch into Electivire again. That was a problem. And I'm also not going to switch into Gliscor. You know what? I think Rotom is a good bet here. Okay, so while that is ongoing, Mewtwo is 680. Let's see Lugia. 680. Ho-Oh, 680. Kyogre, 670. Groudon, 670. Rayquaza, 680. And then we did Dialga. Wait, he switched too? Into his Rotom? No, his Latios. Oh, that was a good switch. I wonder if he has... Nah, he does not have Earth Power on the Latios. Hey, Dr. Fail, welcome to the live stream. Couple Man, I don't know why, but the Tortuga is my favorite Pokemon, but I hate the Uniregion. Well, that's how it goes. I love all of the Pokemon regions, to be honest. All except Hisui. But, yeah, it's somewhat independent of the regions where the Pokemon come from, though Gen 4 for sure has its taste. Let's see. You know what? I'm going to see if I can catch him in the Magma Storm here. With whatever he's sending out. It has a terrible accuracy on it, but it is kind of useful once I do get that hit, you know. So Palkia is 680. Let's see Giratina. Giratina is 680. Okay, and then a lot of the mythicals like Mew, Celebi, Jirachi are all 600. I don't want to look those up. I already know. Hey, I hit with the move. Let's see Deoxys. Deoxys is also 600. But the mythicals is a different thing. That's more of an availability thing more than anything. Exactly. Yeah, so the ones that are not are the Hoenn Pokemon. Whoa! That was so much damage. Oh man, that makes me sad. I wonder if the Volt Switch... Yeah, it should be 4 to 5, so I have another turn after this. I get the free... But he's faster. Oh man, that's unfortunate. I did a free code project in my class where I made a base stat total checker. It was fun. Wow. That must be a really cool project to have. Man, I just sacrificed Hariyama from greed. I wanted to get rid of this Rotom so bad. He could have missed, though, with either one of the Hydro Pumps. And, I don't know, maybe if he didn't get 2 critical hits and the fact that he also hit the Hydro Pump, then maybe I would be able to do something. But, you know what? At the very least, I can do something here, I believe. Scarf Electivire. I don't have the damage that I need. He should still be stuck. And so now that I use Wild Charge, I take him down. Okay, so let's go through the... Wait, he survives? No way. Hydro Pump. Avoided. Thank goodness. Life is sometimes... fair. Okay, so Deoxys is 600. Manaphy 600. Fiona, I believe, is 80 in all. So whatever, 480? Yeah. Uh, 600 on the Darkrai. Shaman. 600. And then I know Arceus is 720. Yep. So that's why. The base stat totals and the availability combo. Ah, Fortress. I am tempted, I gotta say. Let's just see what the damage is like. It is probably like a just full-on tank. Oh man, that's nasty. Spikes. Yikes. Hey Omar, welcome. Gonna trap something else. I'm even resisting the explosion, so that's nice. Oh, he got 2 layers and spikes on me. That's not good. So yeah, he has to switch out here, I think, if you want to preserve the fortress. And then whatever he switches into will get trapped. And then I just need to figure out a better exit strategy, because whatever I did last turn, that was not good. Oh, Tyranitar. That's a good switch in. Oh, he avoided. You know what? I'm very tempted to go Flash Cannon to see if I'm faster. I think he's like Choice Scarf, but could be. Maybe he's a fasty boy. I am faster. But that rock type in Sandstorm is just gonna bulk that up. Oh, he went Stealth Rock. Yeah, that's why it's called a pseudo legendary, because it is legendary on paper. Well, no, it's not a legendary on paper, but it kind of is at the same time. Man, if that Magma Storm had hit, I would have been in a good spot here. Because then he would have had a little chip damage, and then he would have been stuck. And then... Wait, he does not have Earthquake? Whoops. I don't know if this is the way to go here, but I'm gonna go for it. Omar says, hey Nirth, you know why I picked Samurott? Because we're going back to the past. With my Samurott Jack. Greatest joke I ever said. Sorry, I don't get it. I also don't like our Legends Arceus, and so we're playing the real games here. I figured I'd be toast after this anyway, and I am also burning out the turns with that annoying Sandstorm, as I think this was the play. Okay, I managed to take out one of his Pokemon. I feel accomplished. There we go. Koppelman says, it should be not pseudo-legendary, it should be pseudo-mythical. It has the same stats as a mythical. No, that's where it gets tricky. Because Latios is a legendary. It's just not a restricted legendary or a main legendary. I don't know if the Ace Elf is scarfed or what. Let's see. It has levitate, I think. You know what? It could be that I can take it out with... Oh, it's certainly faster. That is destructive. I suppose he's sending out the fortress again. Okay, we trade here. That's fine. Or, well, it's not a successful trade in my case because, you know, I don't have much to do any longer. It probably has Ice Beam and Energy Ball. The Azelf has perfect coverage. You know what? The Slowking is a bad fit on this team. Time to like the stream again. Yeah, let's go with a big thumbs up. Where's the YouTube buttons? Should be in here somewhere. There we go. The big likes. I don't know what to expect though, that's the thing. You know what? I'm gonna sword stance for the sake of it. Psychic! Can I take it? Nope. I burnt my chance, but honestly, I don't think I could have done much. Oh, man. Azelf, too strong. Oh, I took a lot of entry damage, didn't I? Or at least a little bit with the South Rocks. Get rid of Slowking for Azelf. You know what, when I think about it, my Slowking probably can take the hit. Oh man, I need to warm up for this team. Spikes, Stealth Rock. Wow, solid 1/4 of my health. I mean, with the exception of the Garchomp, I am in good condition here. Oh, the U-turn. That's brutal, man. Omar says... Nope. That is just blatant misinformation. I'm not going to let you post that in here. We do not discuss legends in a neutral manner in the live chat here. And the reason for that is it's a complete fraud, in my opinion. The game plagiarized the opening shot of Breath of the Wild, which everyone associates with open world. Is Legends Arceus an open world game? No. Is it possible to put Spikes, Stealth Rocks, and the Poison one all together? Yeah. Good luck with that, Omar. Yeah, that ain't happening here. Yeah, you can put all the entry hazards, even the sticky web too. but you leave yourself very vulnerable because you do burn turns doing that. I feel like if you're interested in the game, that's fine. You can play it and you can have your opinions. I just don't want to talk about it anymore. I'm just tired of it. It's been a long disappointment. 11 months to be exact, and I'm just not interested. Wait, am I actually a 2-hit KO here? Or a 3-hit KO? Man, not having a defogger is really messing me up this time with that Fortress and the Tyranitar combo. Ah, good game, man. That was fun. Really got smacked in this one. Alright, so if you'd like to have a battle, now is your time to shine. I'm going to post the code in the chat here. I'm just being honest. Sure, but not interested. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to show... Who was it that said they were new? Dwight. Okay. Yeah, so the way you do this is... If you haven't unlocked this already, you go into the Pokemon Center down in the bottom floor, but if you have unlocked it, you literally just press the Y button, and then you go over to the global room, and you need to have a Nintendo Switch online for this to work. And then, no, we do not go there. We go global room, and then yes with a link code. And then that's the code that I'm putting in here. Good luck, Rommel. All right, Karana and Rommel. That's an interesting matchup. If only my Washi boy got defog in this gen. Yeah, that could be useful. Oh man, didn't mean to do that. Think I need to rethink my Umbreon moveset. This game's tier doesn't enjoy stall. Yeah, no, certainly not. The option with the group thing, does it work? No. You have to have connected in person before for it to work. And then you don't have to type in the code again. But yeah, it's rather tedious. I wish games like Sword and Shield and Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl would show how many eggs you've bred and other things you've done in the game, like how Oris and X and Y did it. When waiting for your opponent to select a move. I know, yeah, it had like a trivia box. I forgot. Now, who's this? Is it Turtle? It is. All right. Taylor, sorry to say this, but your Umbreon got nerfed. It can no longer learn the TM Toxic. Yeah, but it's fine though. It has Curse, Payback, Moonlight, and Substitute. And it can hold leftovers. And be immune to flinches. Okay, so there's a new team here. Or actually, I think I battled this exact team yesterday, but at the very least, I need to update it here on the side. And I'm also tempted to just put up my own Pokemon for comparison, but meh, it's fine. Ooh. We'll start remembering the Pokemon eventually. So, Turtle has got a Gardevoir, Lucario, Blaziken, Salamence, Gastrodon, and Empoleon. And, yeah, my team got Slowking, Rotom, Heatran, Electivire, Hariyama, and Gliscor. For some reason, the Slowking is just not doing anything. Need to switch it out. Does Umbreon still have toxic when you transfer it into home? It depends. Some moves just say this move doesn't work anymore, but I don't know if that is only the moves that have been totally removed, or if it's still usable in a non-official format where you need the battle ready stamp. I have to be a little careful here. I actually don't want to pop my berry just yet. So I am gonna slack off here and hope that the damage is not sufficient to mess me up. And then actually, oh yeah, that was my scenario. It could be, oh yeah, the Salamence. If it has crunch, that is a problem. I think I can take a single crunch and then in return, I'll take him out. So I'm +2. That's nice. The only, well, he has Lucario. I don't worry about the... Oh, he had Shadow Claw. Pop the berry. No, really? I'm like 2 or 3 HP away. Is my investment in HP actually hurting me here? Because now I'm free. He can send out whatever he wants. Nightmare. That doesn't make sense at all. I'm healing back up. That was the time to send out like Lucario, U-turn, Blaziken, something like that. Because I was pretty free. I was almost at 1/3 of my HP, and now I'm just way back up to full again. And at this point in time, you know, maybe the Gastrodon can do something, but I'm almost confident if I just go Scald here. No, actually, I can go Calm Mind. What is this? I'm just talking so bad about Slowking in the team preview and about switching it out because it never works, and then it literally works. But I gotta say though, it was a misplay. He should have taken me out with a physical attacker. Blaziken, or like Blaziken U-turn was a clean takeout. I could use Pants Slowking. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, see, here comes the Lucario. I was considering doing the Scald. Now, if this Lucario has some super effective move, I don't know if it has actually. Bone Rush. Oh, I avoided. Yeah, let's go. Wait, is it just gonna be a... Am I literally gonna sweep with a Slowking? That's not happening, right? Yo, someone's sending a donation. It is Rommel. Now that you expressed your opinion about Legends, I think we can ask, what do? What do you think will happen in the ongoing February 27th, which is Pokemon Day? New generation or an expansion of the current games? Although it is not a popular opinion, but I would like new DLC for Sword and Shield. You know what? I actually follow you in that. I think, you know how the Isle of Armor is on the east side of the main land Galar? and then you have Crown Tundra in the southern part. I think we should get something on the west coast. That would be amazing, in my opinion. You know what? I don't know what this Empoleon has got up its sleeve. Maybe it has some move that can do something. Okay, nothing. Because then what I want to do is to just stack up some more Calm Minds. That is an amazing question, Rommel. Now the expression pretty much Legends. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I hope that people have fun. To me, it just looks... It stinks of a tech demo. And the fact that it rips off Breath of the Wild, which was released 5 years ago, and the fact that it really just takes a massive dump on Sinnoh and effectively just spits out my 2 favorite games. So that's a problem of its own, but then it doesn't have battles, and then what is it about, really? I don't know. Okay, so yeah, you know what? That is one of my primary things. Like, what are the different teams that Game Freak doing right now? Have no idea. I do not think for a second that whatever we are seeing is the main team for Game Freak. Just doesn't look like it. You had Sword and Shield, the Isle of Armor, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and those were amazing games. And then you have Masuda just going on an adventure on his own and teaming up with Ilka and making Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, which in my opinion are the best games ever in Pokemon. It just sucks that hacking crushed it and that some of the difficulty levels were a little hard on some players, but overall these games are great. No gimmicks, no Gen 5 power creep, no Mega Evolutions, no Z Crystals, and no Dynamax, and no crazy stuff. It's just pure Pokemon, and I love it. And so what do I think is going to happen? It could be interesting, I don't know if this is likely or not, but I think it would be a complete mess and an interesting one if they somehow create Kalos as some DLC and just make Pokemon Z now in Gen 8 and just slap in Mega Evolution and you can travel to Kalos on the west coast, because the UK and France are pretty close, gotta say. Is that likely? Not at all, but I do think some expansion in the west coast could be a really good idea. If I was to vote for something, I think that would be amazing, particularly given that Sword and Shield are the official games for this year anyway. The other thing to consider there is Sword and Shield have been the official competitive games in 2020, 2021, and they have been stated to be the official games this year. And so that means that if nothing big comes around this year in 2022, Sword and Shield will also be the official games in 2023. That's 4 years. That's unprecedented in VGC the past 12 years or what it's been. And so, yeah, I think there's a decent chance that Generation 9 comes out or something that rivals Sword and Shield that takes over the competitive scene next year in 2023. I think that could be cool. I hope that whatever Game Freak is doing, they address some cheating in a bigger sense than what it is now. And I wish that there were more tournaments that people can participate in and really just expand on the fact that things are so online and connected. That would be really cool. And building on top of that, I think another great possibility, and this is something that Verlis talks a lot about, is Battle Revolution 2. Just some sort of simulator kind of game connected to Pokemon Home, I think would make a lot of sense, particularly with Sword and Shield being so streamlined for creating competitive Pokemon. I think maybe even a combination between Sword and Shield DLC and a Battle Revolution 2 where you have the DLC for Sword and Shield so that you can have every single Pokemon in existence in Sword and Shield, and then you can train it through Sword and Shield or catch it or whatever, and then you can send it to the Battle Revolution 2 or whatever it is. And maybe that game has a better setup for tournaments and official battles and so on. And maybe that could be a more long-term solution for Pokemon in terms of competitive stuff, if it's just a connection with home anyway. Because then at that point you just update the rule sets. I don't know, something like that. So yeah, to summarize, so far we've got Generation 9, we've got Sword and Shield DLC 2, and then we have Battle Revolution 2. I think Let's Go Johto is probably one of the most likely options that we have this year. Because then you just carry on Sword and Shield into 2023, no surprise. And then in February 2023, you get the Generation 9 announcement, and you have like the final year of Sword and Shield. So yeah, Generation 9 is also a possibility. But yeah, baked in with a Let's Go Johto. They said when they made Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, which were released 4 years ago, this coming November, that they said if Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee sold well, they would consider making Let's Go Johto, and they sure sold well, and they sure were amazing games. If I was to put a bet on something, it would be Let's Go Johto. And then it kind of seems like they're done with Sword and Shield, but not really. So like, yeah, highlighted like 2 possibilities in terms of Sword and Shield expansion. I think potentially they could go with just like a massive update, literally equivalent of a new game. But I don't really know how that would work like practically, because that would be so huge that it probably wouldn't fit a lot of Switches if you add in all the data. Like if you have Sword and Shield, the expansion, and you have the expansion kind of tie-in, like for example, they can just do a standard Isle of Armor kind of deal where they chug in the last Pokemon, so that you have the entire national dex that people were so upset about. Or just go full on, like, make a real twist in the metagame where you literally reintroduce Mega Evolutions and everyone goes hype and it's like, what is going on? You have Dynamax and Mega Evolution on the same time or on the same field. I think that could potentially be something interesting, given how you have Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is just pure Pokemon fun. And then in terms of Sword and Shield, maybe they could expand a little bit on the tournament feature and the rule sets, maybe make it more accessible for us to make rule sets, particularly if they introduce Mega Evolutions into that mix. I do think that could make it so that a slight change to Sword and Shield through an update could make it so that you can carry it into 2022, 2023, and so on. Like, yeah. Let's see. There were a lot of messages here. Oh, yeah, there's a lot of messages here. Let me first address the super chat. Thank you so much for that, Rommel. I really appreciate it. I agree with you. Game Freak knows they need a new main game for next year competitive field. Disagree with you on Let's Go Johto. Too many not main games out. Oh, Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee are definitely main series. No question. It is just a remake. The only thing difference is the catching mechanic. And the fact that they took a little bit step back in terms of remaking Pokemon Yellow, which did not have abilities and held items. And so Let's Go Johto, I think, could be really interesting, because then you can tie in the Mega Evolutions from Kanto and Johto. And you also have held items, but you don't have abilities. So it's like you have some very odd, like, very unique competitive metagames. For me, I felt like not having items was a little bit too much of a step back, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just a little too picky. But yeah, I didn't enjoy the Let's Go meta much, but I also didn't really try. So I suppose that's a lot on me. But yeah, we're going into another battle here. yeah, like that's just what I see based on, you know, playing Pokemon for 15 plus years. I think either one of those are the options. Now, it's possible that they will do something completely different again. Like, something we haven't even touched on is maybe they can re-release the Pokemon Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Leaf Green, Fire Red, you know, just all the Game Boy games in a package. That could be fun. And then you kind of don't really have a main series game. I don't know. Hey, this is Rommel. Okay, so let's go through all the messages here. DJ, never seen you before. All right, let's go. Nirth berates as Slowking, and I took that personally. Oh, that's amazing. I love that. Shiny Haunter says, I'm just worried that Legends will set a new path that all future games follow rather than the traditional 8 gym badge and then competitive post game. You know what? I should really just sit down and have like a real talk, what should Pokemon do kind of video, and just lay out the formula on how to make a proper open world Pokemon game. Because I've talked to people, and even people who've played Pokemon their whole life, and they can't wrap their head around how easy it actually is to make an open world Pokemon game, because the whole foundation is there already. And in many ways, even Pokemon Red and Blue were quite open. You had a lot of choices, and Pokemon in its structure, by the fact that it is turn-based and very influenced by you know, level scaling and so on, there's just, I really just need to sit down and talk for 20 minutes and yeah, make that video and just lay it out for people, because I think I have a lot of good ideas on it, and everyone I've talked to have been like, wow, okay, let's go that. So yeah, you know what, I honestly, I think the deal is the people who are doing the thing with Legends Arceus, I swear it is the same bunch that was making Ultra Sun Ultra Moon, and honestly, I don't blame them. They're probably newer game developers trying to figure it out, and it looks like a tech demo. Like, and to some extent, it seems kind of like a cool concept, but it just fails to deliver in every way possible. And so, yeah, not a game I would recommend. How do I battle you? I hope I showcased it, but if not, you'll have to wait around. Let's see. Kind of the wrong stream to ask, but not a breeding question, but when I'm doing the Poke Radar, the IV, like on a chain 10, 20, 30, etc., does I get guaranteed IVs going from 1920 or from 2021? I actually don't know. I think it is when you catch the 20th Pokemon. So from 19 to 20. I'm sorry for what I did, Rommel Lamau. Just a full massacre. Oh man, that's unfortunate. Okay, let's see if the Guts knockoff can take out this Bronzor if it's too thick. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Let's see. I had fun playing Brilliant Diamond. The problem is they should have used Platinum as the remake for Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, but I give it a fair score. 3 out of 5? Wow, that's ruthless. In my opinion, it's a 5 out of 5, but yeah, I respect your opinion on that, but I don't understand this Platinum. Can you elaborate, Omar? I would be interested in hearing what you mean, like, is there really that much of a difference between Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum? Like, you have the underground with the areas with the hideaways, and that was amazing. So I don't see it personally. How many more battles are there going to be? A lot more, but yeah, let's see. Jade says, even though I don't like the look of Legends Arceus, but I think it's a step in the right direction. No, I think the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra was the right step. And I think most people who actually enjoyed Sword and Shield and have a good pulse on Pokemon would agree. Let's see. Nils is saying, no, Joe. I love Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Just got to switch this month, mainly to replay Sinnoh since Platinum was my favorite Pokemon game. Yeah, let's go. that I played the most as a kid. I am hella squirrels on Discord. Oh, yeah, I've interacted a lot with you. I'm glad you're here. That's awesome. I'm happy to have you here. Jade says, also, I love how you let our people like Legends, Arceus, even though you don't. Some people in the Pokemon community don't have that respect. Don't make 36 videos saying on Legends. You know what? I have no problem with what Verlis is doing with his videos, because literally people are just totally misinformed. The whole thing is completely... It feels like fraud. They are plagiarizing Breath of the Wild. Its opening shot, which established that Zelda was an open world game. And then they try to draw from that into Legends Arceus, when Legends Arceus is incredibly hand-holdy. You cannot just climb out of a dome and just go to the final boss and live life, you know? You can't just like walk out of your house when you start, get out of bed, do it real nice, pick out your hat on and just like walk to Arceus. That's not how that game works. And so I think that work is actually useful with those 36 videos, because people have just seen snapshots of the game and then they're like, wow, Pokemon is going in a different direction. Maybe I should sit back on the spoilers. And then they know that Pokemon recently has had at least a decent, you know, track history. And so it's kind of, I think people are going to be shocked when they realize how empty it is, particularly when there are no battles. But yeah, I'm a little trigger happy on the hide button too, so you shouldn't give me that much credit. Man, the Hariyama put in a lot of work. I didn't catch, at the very least, I know I took out the Bronzor. Let's see. You know what? I'm just going to send in the Electivire. Oh man, that's unfortunate, Jordan. Wish you a healthy recovery and that you're doing well. Jade, can you stop bringing Pokemon who are damaged into the room because you can't battle anyone? Oh, that's unfortunate. Wait, does it have Levitate or... I don't remember. You know what? I'm just going to go Wild Charge. I respect Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. I played it myself, but they're not my type of Pokemon game. Fair. It is a different experience. It had a little bit more of an emphasis on the catching and the shiny hunting, and so I do see there's a decent contrast with Sword and Shield, and that's fine. I think Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is kind of in the middle. I think Gen 4 and 6 will always be the best metas, for sure. You know what? I literally picked up my 3DS today to make a team again in Oras. Okay, let's see. Aggron. You know what? I'm actually just going to switch out here. There's a difference between Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Yeah, but when you make a remake of the original games, you have 10 years of improvement. Main character. Yeah, you go to the distortion world, but it's like 5 minutes of the game. I remember when I was little, I tried my very hardest to convince my parents to let me get Soul Silver, and I still have my copy to this day. Wow, I'm happy for you. When I bought my current computer, I sold everything I had except a very few couple key personal items that still had a little bit of value. Like, I sold everything. And one thing I did sell was Soul Silver just because it had value and I needed the money. And you know what happened? I paid $5 to ship it off to someone else for free. I was completely inexperienced when it comes to shipping and how that whole works, that whole thing. And yeah, it was a complete disaster because I sent it off without tracking. Here in Norway, we have a poor system for tracking and mail, and so the person claimed they never received it. And so I did not get my money. Well, for the game. So I did not have the game, and I paid to like get it shipped off. And then later I tried buying Soul Silver again, and I had issues in the mail, and it's just, it feels like a haunted game for me. Yeah, good afternoon. Hey, Giggle Stomp. Dwight. Hey. What's your opinion on Gen 5? I love it. I think Gen 5 is amazing. I think part of it that I don't really know how to feel about is part of that power creep and just that whole weather duo or whatever they're called. The genies or whatever. The prankster and the intimidate Landorus T. And then all the fusion Pokemon that came after. But no, you know what? I like all the regions. They have their pros and cons. And I have at some point really enjoyed every single main series Pokemon game. And so, yeah, I'm pretty neutral. Okay, so next battle. Oh, that is correct, Omar. I do agree with you on that. In Platinum, you get to customize your own house. And in Platinum, there's a cafe store that you can get to rebattle past gym leaders. Well, I think that cafe is still active in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. I don't remember where it is, and I haven't been there, but I'm pretty sure that is active. But yeah, I was really hoping that they would incorporate some house. But honestly, I think Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl are great as they are. The only thing that I really miss is the 60-minute battle timer. Like, that is just completely unacceptable in my opinion, particularly when you don't have the versus recorder. And here's the reason why. When you have the versus recorder, you can have a battle, and then you can save it to your game, and then you can record it with OBS later, or save it to rewatch it later, whatever. But when you do it through the versus recorder, it gets way shorter and way more full of content. What is the word for that? The concentration of gameplay is just way better because you don't have to communicate and you don't have some of the just slowness that is inherent in a turn-based game such as Pokemon. And so if I have a battle currently, I play for 20 minutes, I don't even get to finish my battle, and most of it is communicating. I'm like choosing my moves really fast most of the time when I'm battling, at least not during live streams. Like I'm really into it and I really know what I'm doing. But the way it's now, I spend 20 minutes, I don't even get to complete the match. And when I do battle videos, they are always 20 minutes because I make it to the 20 minutes and that just sucks. If there had been a versus recorder, we could have had 35-minute long battles. The video of it would be 9 minutes because there's no communicating. And everyone... whoa. That was a real crack in my jaw. And everyone would be happy. Like, it would be the best of both worlds. You get to see shorter battles because the replay. And you get to actually have longer battles because, well, they kind of naturally progress in that length. And so, I don't know. There's something going on with the versus recorder. I don't know why it's not used more, but... Oh, this is Giggle Stomp. That's nice. Let's have a good battle. I do need to refill my water, and then I'll be right back. Taylor says, some refuse to sugarcoat their opinions. Personally, that's why I like him. Yeah, but the thing here is, Jade, with this situation, there is a massive context in the background. And that context is that if you follow a lot of the content creators, there was a huge wave of like just this mass like rage from the fact that Sword and Shield did not have a national dex. And people were complaining about Sword and Shield, this, that, and the other, how bad the games are and how the DLC is a ripoff. And then you actually play the games and they are amazing and they have a lot of content and it's like just a good experience overall. And they have Legends Arceus, which is literally a tech demo, which is failing to deliver on all the promises that it said. First and foremost, the fact that it's not open world. You cannot plagiarize Breath of the Wild, which is literally the like game that has like open world written on it all over. So yeah. Also, I was given mod privileges. Whoa, this is like streaming knighthood. Yeah, let's go, Taylor. Okay, I need to choose my Pokemon. This is Giggle Stomp, so I need to be careful. It could be that the Volbeat is coming out again. Not going to be able to stop the Volbeat, but I'm going to be able to do some damage on the Volbeat. Joe says, Nirth, would you be interested in helping me trade evolve my shiny Porygon on stream after this battle to show it off? No worries if you don't want to. Yeah, sure. That's fine. Just send me... No, I'll tag you and then you can send me a trade code and trade. And then I can come in there. So yeah. Towards the end of this battle, tag me in trade with a link code. And then you can look for OT Nirth, and then we'll figure it out. Let's have a full dex Mon game, just so we can forget the other Pokemon and just use the same... Oh, yes. Exactly. Like, it's fun when the Pokedex is different. That's part of why having different Pokemon games is fun. That's why Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl is going to stay around for a long time. At the very least in NIRTHEART. These games are just... classics at this point. They have a very clean meta, no gimmicks, no that whole power creep, all the things in the future, but at the same time they have a lot of the conveniences of modern games, and people don't see that, and that's why the games have like 7 out of 8 or 7 out of 10 or whatever the ratings are. But yeah, back to the point here with being a little higher in trade disagreeableness than the average creator on YouTube. No, it's not the last battle. We're going to have a lot more battles. How do I put this? The rage that a lot of the creators today fueled in 2019, that was just out of control, really went on the expense of people like Masuda, and he already had like a whole like thing with Pokemon Go too, where he's not even part of the development team, and then the servers, and then I don't know, obviously you never have a full picture on everyone and everything and all that, but people running the show are also people, so I'm just wondering like how it affects things, because no matter what you think about the national decks, like Sword and Shield are great. The DLC was amazing, even though you have to pay $30 for it, like it's a good deal. If this team wasn't so trash, you would have been hard punished for that moveset. Wait, what are you complaining about? If you don't have an attack to take out a Pokemon with a one-hit KO move, you should not complain. Well, one-hit KO moves are perfectly fine. It essentially is a 1 in 3-ish chance that you get to take out a Pokemon. And that's fair. Most moves are a 3-hit KO. And in many cases, you kind of need that kind of setup to really make it through. You make a very strong argument, and you don't belittle and shame other people when they disagree with him. That's just thing I don't like about Realistify, but to be honest, I do see the good in him. Yeah, I mean, I think part of it is just people don't realize that there is a gradient in personalities, and I mean, yeah, I don't know if we really need to go there, but it's just words. It's not like he's coming after you or anything. Like, you can call me stupid. Wow. You know? Wait, let's see if the Bullet Punch actually takes it out. Because that was a lot of damage from the knockoff. Oh no, the Roost? Yeah. Oh. Man, I would have so taken him out with the close combat. Lantern messed up my whole strategy there. That team is so awful. Wait. You need to chill out, man. Oh, your team. Yeah, I was about to say, like... we were supposed to have a good time here. Playing Pokemon, so just, like, chill out. Man, I messed up big time. I got greeted with a Bullet Punch, and I could have just taken it out with a close combat. Because now I don't have enough damage. I think. And then I'm also dropping in my defenses. No good. Okay, well, he is gonna... I'm just gonna switch for the Slow King. Let's see if it works. Game Freak should create a system detector that detects when the Pokemon is being hacked into the game. I mean, they do have systems. It's just, it's one of those evolutionary games. The hacker with a virus and the people trying to stop it. Hey, another super chat. Thank you so much, Rommel. Guillotine taking 3 of your Pokemon doesn't mean my movesets are trash. I just battle differently and sometimes I like my luck. Hey, that's amazing. That is like a 1% chance. Let's see. That is 0.3 times 0.3 times 0.3. That's actually a 3% chance. That's not bad. 2.7. And honestly, if you can't outspeed the Guillotine or have any sort of like... Wait, Guillotine, is that even a status move? Or is it like a physical weird move without a power? Yeah, it's a physical weirdness, okay. Even in Modern? Yeah. Okay. Well, I was thinking like maybe you could even like magic bounce it or taunt it. Yeah, 2.7. Yeah, I mean, it's perfectly valid, like... Though I understand, it may not be too fun to battle against always, but... In my opinion, they made this game that way, and so... If they allowed in official formats, then I think it is fine. Oh yeah, but there's no forgiveness to be given to people who are complete frauds. And that's why one of my rules is actually where I draw the line here. You'd be like, I think we need to just hop in back to the competitive talk here, because I'm not interested in talking about the people who are just participating in this incredible market failure. I'm just not interested. I don't know what you mean by that, Jade, with the Legends, Arceus, and Sword and Shield thing. Wait, He used it 5 or 6 times. Now, that is just... You need to figure out some way to build some more momentum, my guy. That's what that means. Because that is not bad. If it was 6 times, then, you know, if you kind of do some lousy math, let's see, just 0.6. 0.6 times 0.6. That's a 20% chance. Yeah, you're just giving up half the battle at that point. You're getting 3 guillotines, but I still can't get a chain of 40s, which is 5%. Oh, man. Yeah, but the thing with the chain is it just takes a lot of time to do a single chain. I always find it funny and annoying how Kangaskhan went being nothing to major threat of a whole generation. I know. Kangaskhan has its times, though. It has a really good moveset with the Sucker Punch, Fake Out, Last Resort, maybe, Return, maybe, Double Edge, Focus Sash stuff with the Inner Focus, and the Scrappy. There are some things to do with Kangaskhan, it's just... Like, for example, in this metagame, the Z-Sword is a problem with the Steel typing, and so is the Heatran. Mega Kangaskhan? Yeah. Mega Kangaskhan was big deal. I do wonder though, like, what would it look like with Dynamax and Mega Evolution at the same time? Because that mechanic would have been a lot easier than what you would first imagine. Like, it's simply like if you have the Mega Evolution held item, you simply cannot Dynamax. And so you leave out the Dynamax option for the Dynamax, or I mean the Mega Evolution, then you can Mega Evolve, and then you can have like doubles, seeing the Dynamax and the Mega Evolutions, or the Primal Reversions, or whatever it is. That could be cool. Throughout Gen 6, I refused to use Kangaskhan since it was cheap Pokemon to use due to the ability, but I did use it in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee since no abilities. Yeah. Oh, the power-up punch. That was the play. And you could even power-up punch your own Pokemon. Give me some shiny luck, please. Still going for the shiny Smeargle. Oh man. Keep it up, Dr. Fail. You got it. Caesar and a few other defensive mons are the loose tape holding the meta intact versus Latios. Yeah. So with that, do you mean like Latios would just take over the whole meta? Because I've wondered, like, I think my team would do better with Latios than with the Slowking, though the Slowking did sweep a whole team as the first sweep I've had in this game. But it's time to say goodbye to Dynamax and wait for Gen 9. Yeah, but if there's that west expansion for Sword and Shield, where you enter sort of like a somewhat of a Mega Evolution island or something, Mega Island, then the metagame would be incredibly interesting, particularly if they increase the battle timer. I don't like the 20 minutes. Oh, you hatched the shiny Smeargle by accident. Are you going for 40 or 17, Dr. Fail? That's a good question. Well, I don't remember which Pokemon I had out there. Oh, okay. Wait, did I take out the Politoed or what? I think I did. No, I did not. Ah, that's unfortunate. I thought I trapped it with a fire, but I suppose not. Must have missed. Oh, you mean in terms of Pokemon, like you can send over the Zoroark and so on? Yeah, I mean, that could be interesting. I wonder what the next gimmick would be for Gen 9 if they do decide to have one. Tiny Max, Tiny Evolution. You become like super little, and then you have 90% evasion. Bronzong eats Draco Meteor as well. Yeah. It can't be worse than Z moves. Yeah, they tried that. Never to return. Why west? If you want to go to Kalos, why not simply keep going south after the Crown Tundra? Oh, well, it would be west. Because if you do Galar on its head, then it would be the east, southeast. And so actually the northwest in Galar is France. Because the map is upside down. The Crown Tundra is Scotland. But it's on the bottom of Galar, which is on the top in real life. So it would make sense for it to be Kalos. Geographically, if they keep Galar and Kalos close anyway. You know what's even interesting though? One thing that I didn't feel like they really expanded upon. Let's see here. Let's see. You know, in the area where the grass type leader is, you have that whole Meltan thing. Those rocks are also very, like, oddly placed. Maybe we can go into Sword and Shield for a couple minutes at the end of this live stream. Because Geosench Town, yeah, and the grass leader city in Galar is also geographically close if you compare real life UK France with Kalos Galar, and those rocks are very weird looking. And maybe there could be some Meltan Dynamax tie-in with the war or something, I don't know, 3,000 years ago. I don't know. Though I do think, like, if they were to spice up the meta somehow, it would have to be some sort of Mega Evolution Dynamax, just like full on. And then maybe they could do something completely different in Gen 9. Maybe return to Reset. Oh, this is why you EV train everyone. Wow, that was close. Whoa, and I have Regenerator. That was exciting. There are very few times where I live on that little HP, but yeah. Oh yeah, he's gonna try to do fake out on me, but hehe. Not today. I'm gonna trade fake outs. Ooh, place Generation 9 be Australia. You know what? I think if they really were serious about going back in time, I think that would be the perfect thing to do for Pokemon. Because then they could really, like, hand choose different Pokemon, and they could essentially adjust every little variable. Like, they could even, like, really go in and do some things with the base stats with making regional forms and just literally make a whole game just with regional forms where they kind of base it loosely for the most part on just the Pokemon that have been established and just make a balance intact in the game. Like, that could be something. I for one think Africa would be really cool as a region. Just the whole continent. Like a huge open world, like, that would be cool. Let's see. Okay, I don't know what I did, but it didn't work. This is some risky behavior, but it's got to be done. Oh, he went for the Giga Drain. Ah. Okay. That's unfortunate. Because I went for the Heatran. I was like this close to going into the Heatran, but you got me. Okay, so he's got the... Just waiting for this rain to end. But he still has the Politoed. Oh, wait. Did we run out of time? Oh, we sure did. Good game, Giggle Stomp. That was a good one. You played well. Okay, so now I was supposed to help out with... Let's see, my guess would be Italy. It's too easy not to have the Rome Colosseum as an arena. Yeah, I mean, there is an arena going on in... It says in the Pokemon Center in Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl that there is an arena somewhere, but... I want to know more about this Colosseum. I want to hear more about it. Yeah, thank you, I saw it. Close game. So yeah, I'm just going to do a quick trade here. And honestly, like... Joe, do you want... Oh wait, you sent the code. I think Ludicolo has... good super effectives and outspeed on your last 3, but I could have easily gone wrong. No, I think you pretty much had it. You had the Politoed, and that would have given you, you know, if you had Damp Rock, given you have Damp Rock, then yeah, I think you were pretty set. If you did not have Damp Rock, then I would have outsped you with the Gliscor, and maybe I could have done something. I'm a little unsure. Depends on your spread, but yeah. Joe, you needed to be in the room too, before me, because now I put the code on display for everyone to see. Rommel says, I know open world is the future, but I still like my evil teams and the gym leaders. Right, you know what? I'm going to make that video. I'm just going to like call it like real talk or something and just like sit down for 20 minutes and talk about what I think would be the way to go for Pokemon open world, because it includes gyms and it includes evil teams and it includes an even more fun evil team. Damp Rock from Volbeat would last 8 turns. Oh, okay. Well, in that case, I'm not quite sure. Is the Politoed Choice Scarf? Because if it's not, then I would have been fast with the maybe something, depending on the spread. Like, if it's not invested in speed, I would have been faster with my Rotom. And the Volt Switch hurts. I'm not battling because I'm grounded from the internet. Oh man, that's unfortunate. Okay, so we're going to do some trading. Wait, why was the Pichu? Oh yeah, okay. I think a lot of us dream of a massive multiplayer that includes all regions and gyms, but I've never given it much thought as to how they would achieve it. You know what? I don't think having all the regions really matters anymore. Particularly with Pokemon Home and connectivity, I think having some fresh areas and some fresh metagames and just that whole thing is... I think it's more about what kind of experiences you can have with other players. And so really just going back to the fundamentals, exploring Pokemon in a different way. I think there was a lot of good work done with the Pokemon Snap sequel, and I think if they tied in a little bit of that with an open world game where you more so focus maybe on shared exploration, that I think could be really fun. Like, imagine a Breath of the Wild style like Geographic, where you essentially can just team up with other people real time and run around. That would be fun. And then maybe incorporate more character events. Like, if any of you have played Stardew Valley, I think Pokemon should really... oh yeah, we're not going to leave the room. We're going to call for a battle. So yeah, just go into the battle here, Joe. And then we can't have a battle afterwards, but we're not going to have the battle right now. So this is the shortcut for changing items while in the Union Room. So we just click here, and then on the team register, you press X here. Here, see? Press the X button, register team, and then here you can essentially like give an item. Yeah, let's just give a nugget. So yeah, we are returning to battles in a minute or two. I'm just going to help someone with a shiny Porygon-Z. Oh yeah, and then he's trading. Perfect. And then now we'll see if it actually works. Pretty sure it does, but... because essentially you're just accessing your computer. Sure does. Got it, yeah. So, some high-level tricks here. Giggle Stump says, Ludicolo would have ended it without swapping, I think. Surf, Heatran, Gliscor, and Giga Drain on Slowking. I think a lot of us dream... yeah. Okay. I got to all of the messages. Hey Mel, welcome to the live stream. Hello Cat, welcome. Giggle Stomp is saying, it's really hard to find good tips for singles rain. I did find one good article that's a little old. Give me some ideas. I have a perfect thing. You know what? You add Eggsy. He has been running rain teams for years, and it's really, really, really scary to go up against him. The only thing is, I haven't seen him in the server for a while. And so I don't know if he left or what, but let's see if I can find him. Yeah, here he is. If you tag this individual, he probably has some tips for you. Hey, Manyan. Welcome to the live stream. I'm going to experiment with an exploding lead and a bulkier rain dancer for mid-game. Also going to try to add a swift swimmer that does physical and giving Kingdra a mixed set. That could be cool. Kabutops is probably a Pokemon to consider. And I wonder if Omastar is also... Oh, actually, do you want a battle? Oh, okay, well. Maybe next time. One issue is the item clause. Means if I want to run Rain Dance on my Swift Swimmer, I really can't run any damaging items since a lot of them are choice items. Yeah, well, I mean, in that case, maybe you can even make use of the Expert Belt. Or endure weakness policy. I don't even know if weakness policy is in this game, but okay, we are hopping back into some more battles, and so here is the code for the next battles, or at least the next battle in singular. I went to battle. All right. Yeah, I already posted the code. Oh, you don't have a full team already. That's fine. Wait, was this the code actually? No, 6. There we go. Okay, you know what, Rommel? If this is not you, then I can tag you. No, actually, I'll tag you with the code in Discord. With a K. No weakness policy. Oh, okay. I don't mind at all, actually. It just... Some of those multiplication items just make strong Pokemon stronger disproportionately. Alright, let's go, Jade. I mean, I still think the Life Orb Latios is the way to go. I am very tempted to change my team. But maybe I'll do it next turn. Yeah. Oh, the Ursaring. Yeah, I love Jade's teams. They're cool. And Ambipom, too. Okay, there we go. We got the team on the side there. So, Jade has got a Blaziken. What is that? Licky Licky, Porygon Z, Glaceon, Ambipom, Ursaring. Heavy Gen 4. I love it. Yeah, well, that's the thing, Karano. As we get more and more people tuning into the live streams, the probability of getting any battles with me is dropping. But the probability of getting to have a lot more battles and with a lot more people increases. So it's a good mix. I don't know what to expect, and so I'm literally just going to open Fake Out. How did the Discord get on with hidden ability starters during my break? What do you mean by that? Like, how the progress has been? We have gone over this, like, doubles cheese team that has some stuff going on with it. Wait, am I faster? It's not impossible that I should have gone for just a straight up close combat here. Not the Fake Out. Yeah, he withdrew. Oh yeah, I would have messed that Porygon up big time. I don't think I'm gonna get the... You know what? I actually disrespect the Porygon Z. I'm gonna go close combat. I know it's a lot of damage. Try attack is adaptability boosted. Oh, is that a critical hit? No. Oh. Hey, base 144 HP. And it had no chance. Nope. And we have already spent a solid chunk of this live stream talking about Legends, so we're just done with that topic. We're in the competitive scene here, and so if you're interested in talking about Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl meta, then that is what we're discussing in here. The progress with the hidden ability spreadsheet and such. Yeah, Dr. Feo went on a roll with his collection in terms of Pokeradar, and then we've had a couple individuals get a lot of battle points in the battle tower and getting a lot of patches. So yeah, there's a lot of progress actually. I haven't decided in a team for the tournament yet because I'm still trying to figure out a good one. For now, do the rule of not repeating the same Pokedex number applies to different forms of Rotom. Yeah, it applies exactly. It depends on what you mean for now. I don't know. I feel like we've had a lot of battles, Chrono. You're almost up every time, and so I like to mix it up a little bit. But yeah, it is the case. You cannot have Rotom Wash in one set and then Rotom Heat in the next. Like, that's a no-no. And actually, the reason for that is twofold. One is, well, there are three reasons. Typically, tournaments are actually locking in the whole team. Oh, the Choice Scarf. So tournaments typically lock in the whole team so you can make no changes. And so here it's no way for me to enforce, and so I'm just going to leave it completely open. Two, I want to equalize the playing field for people who only have a single team. And so for me, for example, if I just spend a little bit of time, I can breed a lot of Pokemon. So if I have a box of Pokemon, I'm going to have a huge advantage if, you know, I can change up my team every time. And so I want to minimize that kind of variability. And then in addition to that, I also want to track the metagame. What are people bringing given that restriction? You can only bring 6 Pokemon, and you have to bring those 6 Pokemon throughout the whole tournament. And then what we can do from that is we can calculate some usage stats, and that is what I really want to do. Because then, like, let's say we have 10 to 20 participants who all bring the 6 Pokemon that they think are going to make them do well in the tournament. Then all of a sudden we have 20 data points for 6 Pokemon, and that's 120 like singular data points, and we can really start to plot out our meta in NIRTHEART, because it is different from other places, though it does borrow a lot from various sources, I suppose. But yeah, I think that would be really cool. And then, I mean, Rommel has been very generous with his donations, and he sent a $40 donation earlier this week through the Streamlabs link, so that I get to keep most of that. And so did Liquid Divinity. And so Rommel and Liquid Divinity have both sent huge donations. And yeah, me being the host for the tournament, I figured it might as well be an idea to just let me set up the upfront, like, well, not going to go too much into it, but the price pools. And then depending on how it goes in terms of hosting it, like if everything is just smooth sailing and there's no like big issue going on with hosting the spring tournament, I don't see why we couldn't have a summer tournament. And then depending on just how the balance is in terms of, you know, what I give out in prize pools versus what I receive in around the time of the tournaments, then yeah, I don't see why we couldn't keep that going. Because yeah, so if it's fun, if it works out, there are no major headaches, then yeah, I think every 3 months or so, something like that. No promises, at least not like we're gonna do one tournament, see how it goes, and then we can try another tournament, see how it goes, and maybe a third one, see how it goes. So it's no like strict like this is happening. But yeah, I think that could be cool. Because then at some point we have not only data points for the tournament, but we all of a sudden have time series data, and that is really, really cool. No, I didn't mean in different teams. I meant in one team. Yeah, that is the Pokedex clause. It is Rotom specifically. That is why the rule is there. So that you cannot just run like 4 Rotoms or something. Oh, for everyday battles. Yeah, it is the same for everyday battles. Yes, so you cannot run two Rotoms. That is rule 3, I believe. Let's see. Pokedex clause. Rule number 3. 2 Pokemon on your team cannot have the same Pokedex number. And it is specifically for Pokemon such as Rotom, but almost specifically because of Rotom. Might have been a mistake there. Part of the challenge, though, is figuring out the opponent's set between each game in the best of 3. That's why changes can't be allowed between games in a best of 3. Yeah, I imagine that to be the case, because I was trying my luck. Sorry for the time. I suggest playing with your tournament team before the tournament and make swaps. Nothing really replaces hours of practice. I'm looking at making a team for early on and a team for later on in the tournament. Exactly. So what Gigglestomp is explaining here is he's not switching out Rotom Wash for Slowbro or anything, but he has multiple Rotoms, and that's still fine in a way, given that it's not a true tournament in the sense that you cannot like lock in the teams completely, and so I think having like this format works in this case. But yeah, that's a great idea. And honestly, I was on the fence of using this team publicly in a live stream like this or in battle videos before the tournament, but yeah, this is pretty much the team that I'm settling on. I am considering switching out Latios. I'm just a little too slow, and I really miss having the Life Orb. And so, yeah, I think I'm gonna make that change. Even though Slowking swept in this live stream. Are you going to use my hidden ability Vulpix in your tournament team? Not this time around, but maybe next time. It could be fun with a summer tournament with a sun theme. And then depending on how the water metagame progresses, then maybe there's something I can do. Okay, so now I really am curious. Like, can I just call Mind for the win here? Wait, if he has Ambipom left, then I'm toast. If it is Porygon Z with Thunderbolt, I think actually I'm fine. My favorite Pokemon for this tournament are the Pokemon that get multiple solid sets. Makes them flexible. Yes, and unpredictable. Exactly. That's the way to go. Yeah, okay, well. I'm done. Nothing I can do about this. The Ambipom's gonna take me out. There's just no coming back from this. I hope he fake outs me. Or uses fake out. That would be fun. Dual chop. I am very confused. I am not sure why you wouldn't run Technician fake out. Double hit maybe. Okay. I'll take it. Because if that's all the damage he's got, we can just set up and win. Makes me wonder if I should actually put Calm Mind on the Latios. At the very least, if I change Latios on my team, then I have that option. Oh man, my eye is so dry. Oh, that was a critical hit too. Okay. It is a double rest. I wonder how much time is left. That's another thing that bothers me with the setup here. I don't see the final time. It just suddenly happens. So while it is going a little slow here, 2 more. Should we poke paste the sets after each Monday to help track meta changes during the tournament, or are you more looking at overall usage stats? I think that would give too much away, honestly. But maybe, like, if you would like to keep a track of your teams throughout and make, like, a breakdown after the fact, that would be amazing. And actually, something that I did notice, or not notice, but mention in general is that, in general in the Discord, is the fact that you can, as a top-ranking player, you are invited to an interview just on the channel here, and then we can just go over the teams. Like, I can make the graphics if that's of interest. If there are particular sets that you want to highlight, for example, we can, like, let's see, do it like this and just talk over it. Like, that could be really fun. Seeing some usage stats at the end of the tournament would be cool. Oh yeah, those are for sure coming. But yeah, I think for the most part, if you know what Pokemon are put on the same team, you can kind of figure out what's going on. And then the other thing is, if you have a capture card or would not mind, like, you know, paying $150 for the capture card and then download OBS Studio, which is free, then you literally just connect your Switch to the capture card, to the recording software, and then you can record your battles. That would be amazing too. And then you can just post it in the general chat and have everyone watch it. I, for one, would definitely watch it. Oh, I get the avoid. I can't believe this. It's actually working. This is the strat. I forgot how clean your graphic on your shorts video were. Yeah, I mean, I would have loved to make more videos like those. It's just, it's very labor intensive. Like, I spend easily 4 to 6 hours on a video like that, even though it's just a minute. Because the graphics take so long to make, and then writing a very, very, very detailed 1 minute voiceover, because it can't be 1 minute and 1 second. It has to be 1 minute or less. But yeah, it's just like, if I'm strictly looking at it in a productivity sense, I don't know if it's worth it. Because at that point I can just make the graphic and post it in NIRTHEART or have an interview with someone. Well, the graphics are still clean, I suppose. Like, for example, the Rotom is pretty good, I would say. And most of those things, even with the super effective and the weakness and all that, that I've optimized, and I built a whole structure around it. Wait, he got a critical hit, didn't he? No? He just took me out with U-turn? Good game. Yeah, I'm not getting that game. We're not talking about it anymore. Already spent a significant portion of the game, or I mean the live stream here, talking about it. I just found a capture card for $30. Says 20. Well, that could be an option if you strictly just want to record, and if you have a separate screen. The thing that you need to be very, very careful with is the following. You want the HD 60S. Emphasis on the S. And the reason is you have input lag with the other one. And I would say actually OBS Studio is really good in terms of latency. And so you almost don't notice anything whatsoever with the combination of the Elgato HD60S and the OBS Studio combo. I don't like the original software. It's horrible. Wait, I didn't type in the code, did I? I'm tempted to upload my tournament POV with commentary just to show people what goes on inside my head whilst playing. I would love that, Taylor. I would definitely check that out. And then it's something to look back at too. Like, for example, I think it's very, very fun that I've been able to record pretty much with a few exceptions. Like I had some battles with some friends where I didn't have access to a computer. But for the most part, I have recorded every single battle in Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl with commentary. I can really see my progression. Zasluk. I have never heard of that before. I personally would recommend the Elgato HD60S. Their customer support is horrible. My light broke last summer, and I tried to like figure something out. They literally did zero. I gave away all my information. I responded to all of their stuff. I just wanted to see if they did anything, because the stand like just got stuck, and it was really unfortunate because I really, really like this light. I used it for a lot of things, like studying and just sitting here. I like the brightness. But yeah, when it broke, I had to get a replacement because, like, let's just compare this. This is how the light is on. This is how it looks like without a light. I can't live stream in this. Or well, I suppose I can, but I mean, there's a little bit of a difference here. And so I went out and bought a new stand. And then with the whole, you know, sickness going around, it's kind of like, what do you do exactly? Like, I don't really want to take the bus to a place and then like hand in a broken thing. And then, yeah, I just hope they would do anything. So would not recommend them based on the customer support. It's horrible. But knock on wood, have had no issues with the Elgato HD60S at all. So that's been nice. And the combo with OBS Studio is amazing. Yeah, I mean, for $30, maybe it's worth it, but I am just warning you, the latency issue may just make or break the deal. So that would be my recommendation personally. Because I mean, $150, it is a little bit of money to put out up front, but it actually allows you to use OBS Studio as a way to play Pokemon even on a laptop. Like you can use your laptop screen as your screen for Pokemon, and that is not possible without the USB connection. Chrono, please do not beg. I have told you what the situation is with the battles. We have had a lot of battles, and I want there to be a solid chance for everyone. Let's see. So, Rommel has got a Garchomp, a Lantern, a Breloom, Gliscor, Cloyster, and Tyranitar. Scary team. I've now switched out the Slowking, even though it put a lot of work in with that Calm Mind at the end. And yeah, I just noticed that your channel border is your current team. Nice touch. Yeah, it was that before too. And then I put up the live schedule, but yeah, I don't know if you saw the post, but I am having a lot of things happening in February, and just overall this semester, it's really starting to... Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm just really starting to feel a little bit of a need to give myself some more flexibility. No, you're certainly in the begging territory here. That's my opinion anyway, because I now responded to this question 3 times. So that's my answer. I don't know how much damage the Ice Shard should do. Okay, no Ice Shard. I did expect that, but the Focus Sash. Is it Spikes? Or Shell Smash? Icicle Spear. Oh, that'll take me out. Actually, that is fine by me, and I'm gonna explain to you why. The reason is I forgot that he has a Breloom on his team, and that is a big, big problem for me. I want the... Oh, sorry about that. I want the Vital Spirit on the Electivire. I just haven't gotten the battle points that I need just yet. I'm working on it, but it takes a while. Yeah, no, I'm like... No problem with that, Chrono. I would have a lot of fun battling you too. It's just I want to give the chance for everyone here to do something. The reason here with Rommel is he asked me. I don't remember if it was a live stream either this week or when it was, if I had time after the live stream, and then I did not. And then I also saw that he pinged in battle, and honestly that is the biggest factor, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. I don't want people to be pinging Sinnoh champions and don't get to have battles. And so yeah, the big pro tip there is to ping a lot with the Sinnoh champions, and if you're not having battles, then I'll come for the rescue. That is the real reason. Okay, so he has got his Gliscor. You know what? I don't know. Is he gonna go? Probably not Fake Out, or I mean the Fake Out, the knockoff. Med says, for anyone who has ever attempted the Battle Tower, how many dreams were crushed? Actually, there was this Aeron cheese team that came up that someone put together. I didn't catch what move he used. That is a problem. I really hope it was not Sword Stance. This year is going to be good, potentially Gen 9 or Let's Go Johto. And I also finished my general education classes in community college and then transferred to another school to work on my degree. All right, that's amazing. I'm happy for you, Shiny Hunter. I'm glad that you're excited. I'm the faster Gliscor. And so I can get rid of my flying type. Oh, he went for the guillotine. Oh, that is good for me. Because now I can knock off. I don't think I'm going to take it out completely. Mine's like 3 times. A Starmie swept me first, then Sheer Force Nidoking, and then a Kingdra Salamence team. Oh man, yeah. Sometimes you just like have the unlucky roll. Wow, that is so tanky. Okay, I have to sacrifice a Pokemon here. I cannot sacrifice Gliscor, and the reason is... Let's see... Wait, I took out the Cloyster. Oh man, this thing is moving around. There we go. I cannot let him have the Gliscor, no matter what. You know what? I think I'm going to sacrifice the Rotom here, honestly. This may be the wrong move, but yeah, Guillotine. Avoided the attack. He's got Poison Heal. And then Jade has a question. Yeah, sure, come with it. Maybe I avoid again. Oh, he switched out. Is it Water Absorb Lantern? Well, if it's Water Absorb, then it's also vulnerable to Volt Switch, I suppose. Yeah, there we go. I'll battle you with my outdated team if you want one, says Taylor. Oh, this is hard. What do I do? Why didn't you switch out when I sent out Glaceon, given your past experience with it? Honestly, I didn't catch it. I'm live streaming, doing things, so you're not going to get my most optimal battling going on here. Just gonna put it that way. Maybe in the tournament you'll see a little bit of a step up, but yeah. I just found out that Banette gets Cotton Guard in Gen 6, and since Mega Banette has Prankster Will-O-Wisp, it can shut down physical walls harder. Too bad it suffers from Gen 4 or 4 move syndrome and has no good sustain, right? Yeah. Okay, now the question is, does he switch into the Gliscor? I don't think so. He does? Garchomp. Whoa, 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 whoa. I was this close from using Ice Punch, and I think actually onto the Garchomp, that would be a problem. So, Rotom it is. I think I have Thunder Wave. No, I have Shadow Ball, don't I? Yeah. I was wondering if I had Thunder Wave on the Rotom, but maybe it would be better with Will-O-Wisp. It seemed pretty tanky, this Garchomp, and so I'm wondering if he's like a tank band or something. Got him. Bullet Seed and not Spore? That is surprising. Oh, it hits 3 times? That takes me out. Ah, that is good. I EV trained my Empoleon in a way that when it uses agility, it outspeeds Jolly 252 speed Garchomp by 1 point. Well, actually, Garchomp is not the speed tier to outspeed. It is base 110 timid, so Latios. But I suppose you don't want to go up against the Latios with Empoleon, but... I'm glad I don't have to worry about the Breloom. It tends to be a hard thing to figure out with this meta. So I have Toxic Orb, I have Flame Orb. I don't remember which item the lantern has. Oh, don't take me out, please. Yeah. I'm actually wondering if speed into the Hariyama is a better option. Like, I am just never able to tank any hits. Even though I have such a massive HP. It is surprising. Whoa, he finally hits it. I don't mind. Pataya Berry. I just had it since it's supposed to be able to take a hit or two that it would be nice for Empoleon to outspeed something common like Garchomp. Yeah, but the thing is, Garchomp is not common at all. I have barely ever seen a Garchomp in this metagame. I took out the Breloom too. I'm gonna cross that out. Wait, no, that was Lantern. There we go. He has the Gliscor out. Did I take out the Lantern? Or the Garchomp? I think I took out the Lantern. I hope that it's not. It has to be the Lantern. Is he gonna guillotine again? It was way physically defensive, so it has to be low on the special defensive side. Yep. There we go. It has Roost though. So close. Garchomp isn't common because it is very hard to use considering the amount of ice types in the competitive scene. No, I actually think the real reason why Garchomp is not used more is because of Latios. It has Draco Meteor, and the metagame also has a lot of priority moves, and I think that combo makes it really hard to use Garchomp. Because you cannot use Focus Sash, so you cannot go Jolly, Focus Sash, Sword Stance, Outrage. That just doesn't work. Clefable is the other problem. So, yeah. I don't know what to do against the Rotom. It's a good question. Maybe Freeze Dry on some Pokemon. Maybe Latios instead of Garchomp could be an idea. But yeah, for Rotom, for mine anyway, you want a special attack, and then you want to either use an electric type move or a grass type move. The grass is super effective, but that's also the only type that I believe is effective against the Rotom Wash, if I'm not mistaken. Let me look that up for you. Well, a Mold Breaker Scarf Rampardos will be able to take out Rotom with Earthquake, so that may be some strategy to tech on at some point if you're interested. On the other hand, I also have a Prankster Illumise, which annoys my friend as it sits there with Double Team and Roost and shuts physical attackers down with Charm. That's hilarious. Do you have a attacking move though? It's 5 a.m. and I gotta get ready for work, but I just wanted to stop by and say howdy. Hey, yeah, how are you doing? Garchomp isn't common. Yeah. That was my breakdown anyway. But yeah, Dragon and Ground are not really good typings in this meta, unfortunately. A lot of things resist Dragon and Ground. Or straight up immune it. Like Clefable and Rotom. A Dragon Dance Tyranitar would probably be a good idea against the Rotom, because you get the Sandstorm up. I don't think the Sandstorm, or I mean the Hydro Pump will do much in the Sandstorm. Ooh, a 2-hit KO. That's pretty good. I have Bug Buzz on it, and it also holds Bright Powder. That sounds like a lot of fun to go up against, gotta say. Barely hanging on. I really like Rotom because it has that cool breakdown like Slowbro, but it has a more favorable typing, but a Pokemon with a high defense stat and also a high special attack stat. So you can send it out on physical attackers, which typically also have a high defense stat, and then really mess them up on the high special attack when they on top have a low special defense. So you like protect yourself against their moves and you're really effective against their defenses. It's not possible that he's gonna pull off a win here, I think. I took out the Tyranitar. Oh, and the Gliscor. This is his last Pokemon. Wow. Gliscor putting in the work. But yeah, the Garchomp is burned. Yeah, good game. That was so close. If you just have some way to shut down the Rotom, I think you would have made it really far in that battle. Like, we're down to the last one. You would have taken out the Heatran with the Earthquake for sure. It was super fun, yeah, for sure. Unless your Garchomp was banded, in which case that would be a problem. Yeah, actually, I am seeing that I'm running out of time here. And so this will have to be the last battle of this live stream. Though if you're part of the NIRTHEART Discord server, you can be on the lookout for the notification, Sinnoh Champions. But I hope you had fun. This was a solid 2.5 hours of Pokemon battling. And we talked a little bit about Legends and a little bit about the future. A lot about competitive. And we discussed various battles, and so that's been a lot of fun. And I hope that you've had a good time. As for when the next live stream is, you can just subscribe to the channel and be on the lookout. I will schedule them in advance, so they will pop up in your subscription feed. And then if you're a part of the NIRTHEART Discord server, then you will be given a notification at Nirth News in the news channel. And then we'll be ready for some more battles at some point. So as stated earlier and yesterday, the live schedule is now not set anymore. So you'll just have solely to rely on those scheduled live streams that appear in your feed. So typically should be a couple hours at least in advance. And so I think that'll be the new rhythm. And so I wish you all a great week, or weekend rather, and then